All right, music fans, welcome back. Harmless me here again, talking real music in real time for a few real people just like you right there and just like me right here. So, Gene Simmons now says that Kiss did not throw David Lee Roth off of the End of the Road tour. This is a bit of a media battle, which quite honestly is just designed to keep these names in the music news, which quite honestly right now is rather lame. But, David Lee Roth sent Gene Simmons uh, 18 middle fingers via some really creative photography, which was basically just repeating the same image over and over again. But Gene Simmons has been doing quite a bit of backpedaling to the point where he could probably be in a circus trying to apologize about David Lee Roth. He goes on to say that he hurt Dave's feelings, was not my intention. Again, he goes on to say that Dave in his prime was better than Mick Jagger and Robert Plant, which I don't know if I agree with that. Moves like Jagger, not moves like Roth. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Dave was a great front man, no doubt about it, but you're putting him up there against some folks. Robert Plant, such an amazing vocalist and a great frontman. Dave, as far as a showman, was probably up there with some of the greats of all time. But overall, if you're going to combine all the attributes of a great frontman, one of them is the ability to sing. All right. Singing is kind of important. He goes on to keep saying he's profoundly sorry I hurt his feelings, explaining again about how he signed Van Halen. We're talking about Gene Simmons here, signing the boys to Warner Brothers. And he said he paid out of pocket for all of that, and they never owed him any money, that he paid for everything and just ripped up the contract and said, God bless, you guys have a great time. And he goes on to basically say that they canceled the tour because of the thing, and they've resumed the tour, and they all went their separate ways. When they stopped touring, you would think it would just resume, right, with the same opening band, but they made the decision to go with David Garibaldi, who is a painter, instead of having Roth. I'm guessing that Kiss is probably saving some money, having the guy painting, opening up. This is a little bit mind-boggling too, right? You've got this band Kiss. Now, they could say have a band like Crazy Licks or one of these up-and-coming bands open up for Kiss. The problem is they would blow Kiss off the stage because they'd be, playing their music live, and they're still able to sing and play because they're young and they're talented and they're not just going through the motions. So that's why Kiss can't have a young upstart band. And the reason they probably brought Roth on is because Roth is so bad that when Kiss comes on, they make Roth look good. Now, one of my patrons said they thought Dave was okay in Las Vegas. And I would just say to everybody, go watch the footage and try to listen to the vocals. Try to watch David Lee Roth. I mean, things have changed a lot. I think Gene Simmons had a fit of honesty. He had an outbreak of honesty at the beginning of this. And now, again, doing the circus routine, backpedaling and backpedaling. Eventually, there's nothing else really to say about this. It keeps everybody's names in the news. And at this point, with the lack of real enthusiasm about rock and roll or anything these days, because again, the fear that's out there that is causing a lot of people to change their priorities. Do I go see Kiss, or do I try to get my kid in a school where they don't have to have cellophane wrapped around their head. All right. Yeah, I'm being a little bit hyperbolic, but people's priorities have changed. All right. And to reel in these audiences, first of all, stop impugning the people who made you millions of dollars over the years. We can't all be responsible for the fact that you pissed away all of your money over half a century or how long you've been in this. I see this with rock stars all the time. You know, put some of your money away, buy some real estate, be smart. You know, David Lee Roth apparently doesn't have a lot of money, which is crazy. You know, he's trying to sell his tattoo removal cream. He's always being like, you know, the guy who's doing direct marketing, calling you up on the phone saying, hey, I got this great multi-level marketing thing. How about we join? How about you join? And, you know, we can make tons of money together. No, I'm good. And I know Gene Simmons, you know, he's into other things. He's got other investments out there. He's not a complete fool when it comes to this stuff, but obviously Kiss is trying to make as much money as they can before they supposedly close the curtain, but the curtain will always be open. Kiss will eventually hire stand-in musicians that can handle the AI and bring it to you just as if it was an actual band. And you know what I would say to everybody? Go down to your local pub, your local restaurant, saloon, small club in your area. There's probably some great blues guitarist that you've never heard of, somebody who you can just watch and listen to and actually hear real music being performed honestly, right? Because that's the future, not this corporate wedded to the state, wedded to the Borg, which is transmitting to iHeartRadio and transmitting to everybody to, you know, do the bundling like the old commercial. We all bundle. We all go to see Kiss, even though they're not performing their music live. We all go see David Lee Roth, even though he can't really sing that well anymore. We all just do that because that's what we're supposed to do. The tickets went on sale and we need to buy them. Your money is better spent locally, supporting local musicians, even tribute bands that will give you a much closer, you know, take on much of the music that you grew up listening to. There are tons of tribute bands popping up. And the reason they're popular, number one, they sound better. Number two, their ticket prices aren't stupid. All right. So there you go. David Lee Roth and Kiss in the news, but it's just, you know, for tabloid publicity, and it will probably continue. I'm sure Roth will eventually respond to Gene's loving apologies.